This week's feature update is another massive enhancement to existing functionality within Service Autopilot. And that's the reporting behind your email blasts. And we call this feature batch emails. But like I said, it's functionality that we've always had. We've just massively improved it, made it easier for you to decipher your deliverability, your spam clicks, your bounces, things like that. And so it just makes that tool much more robust for you. And then there's some extra bonuses as well that we'll look at. So let's dive into the system here and I'll show you this great new feature. So if you hover over CRM, there's a new option that says email batch. And I should go ahead and point out right now, this functionality is only available for Pro members. So if you're a Startup member, you won't be able to use this because there's no email blasting in the Startup Unlimited membership. So the email batch menu option is where we're going to eventually go here. But before we can even look at that, we need to send an email blast. And we can do email blasts from a few different places. If you're kind of familiar with the system already, then you'll know these. But if not, the places that you can send an email blast from are the marketing option menu under CRM, your client list, which we've done in previous videos, just sending direct email blast from the client list, invoices, which is found under the accounting menu, and then the last place to send email blast is from your dispatch board. And that example would be sending an email blast to let people know that the schedule's been rained out or that they're going to be moved to the next day or whatever you need to communicate to them, appointment reminders, things like that. So let's go ahead and send a quick email blast and then we'll take a look at that report. So to do that, I'll hover over CRM and click Marketing. From this option, I'll choose Email. And what I could do from here is set filters, and we created a video on that as well, really targeting specific customers within your database. And you can add multiple filters and things like that. But for this example, we'll just do everybody in our database. So I'll just click Search, and it returns all of my customers. So from here, we'll click Next, and it takes me into my email builder. So what I'll do is fast forward through this, and we'll just generate a quick example document to send out. All right, so I drafted up a quick email here. Nothing over the top, just something basic to promote a new offer for this fall. Again, in previous videos we've covered this. You can really do just about anything you want with these email blasts in terms of pictures and logos and things like that. But we'll just skip through that. What I'll do here is click Email and Send Emails. If you needed to, you could send a test email first before sending the rest of them out. But we'll just go ahead and click Send Emails here. And it email blasts all of my emails that I just created there. So from here, what we'll do is hover over our CRM menu and click Email Batch. So now I see a list of all of the email batches that I've created. And I've got one for 8/26. I've got a couple for 8/26 here, but this is the one that we just created. New offer for fall, don't miss out. So right now it shows me that it's not completed, that the emails are still scheduled to be sent. So it takes, depending on how many emails you're sending, it can take a couple of minutes for all of these to get processed. So I'll fast forward, we'll wait for them to be delivered, and we'll come back and show you the report. Okay, so now all of my emails have been sent. So let's click into this option, New Offer for Fall, and take a look at what we see. So now I have a report, including a pie chart, that gives me the status of every single one of those emails that I just sent. Now, in this demo example, all of my emails are still unopened. I sent them to just various random email addresses, so they're probably not going to get opened. But you can hover over any of these statuses, so we'll just hover over bounced, and a tooltip will pop up for you to let you know what that means. So if I had an email that had bounced here, I would see that it basically just means that the recipient cannot receive the email. And each one of these has their own description with them. So right now, I see that 100% of my emails have been delivered. And as they start to get opened, then they will move into the opened category. But even from here, I can drill in further and get a detailed report of each one of those emails. So I'll click on 100%, and it takes me into a screen with greater detail here. So now I see each customer that I sent that email to, the email address that it was sent to, if there were any errors, the status of it, and I can even click this email icon to quickly pull up what that personalized message looked like just for them. So from here, if I wanted to, let's say that I was looking not at the delivered status, but the undelivered status. Maybe I sent out a marketing email last week and it had been delivered, but it had never been opened. So let's just pretend for a moment here that we're looking at the unopened category instead of the delivered category. Something that I could do from here is check off all of the options, hover over actions, and now I can click bulk create. And this is very similar to the client list if you've used that functionality on that screen before. So if I click bulk create, now it gives me the option to add a note to all of these people's accounts, or I can add a tag or maybe remove a tag if I'm using tags to indicate where I'm at in my marketing campaign. I can add to-dos or calls for salespeople in my company to follow up with this customer. So a great example of that is using the opened category and creating a follow-up call for all of the people that actually opened this email, but not the people that didn't. We would assume that they weren't interested in it. Maybe they even marked it as spam or they did something like that. And we would just want to reach out to the people that had actually interacted with our email. So from here, I could add a tag, whatever I wanted to call it, and click add tags. And then in the future, I could use those tags to create to-dos or send different emails, whatever I wanted to do there. So this is just a quick way to take a look at your email blasts and see how they're being delivered. Like I said, this can be used not just for marketing emails, but for your invoice blasts, for your dispatch board email blasts, for appointment reminders and things like that, and then also just general emails that you would send from the client list. So take advantage of this feature. You'll get great statistics from it. Thanks for watching.